Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice and the face behind the icon. That's Ella. And you're in for another episode of A Week in the Life of Us. Alright, I got you propped up on the dash, so I'm not holding you while I'm trying to drive, so I can focus on driving. But good morning, everybody. Well, good afternoon for you, good morning for me. It is Monday morning. Now, busy ass 3 weeks coming up, okay? Let's speed run it, okay? I have to go get 3 fillings on 3 different parts of my face today. Go. Okay, that's where we're going right now. Yippee. Completely forgot that they're on 3 separate sides of my face. So, top, lower, other side, lower. Yeah. Gonna go get that done, taken care of now. Then I gotta go to work, get set up for their sound abilities this evening. I'm gonna load some QLab stuff, do some quick sound levels, so they have something for lighting levels, even though they shouldn't, because you shouldn't be doing that at lighting levels. So, with that bitching aside, we're gonna do that. After that, we actually get a normal night at home. Tomorrow, it's questionable. I think I'm doing a little bit of sound load in where the sound engineer is coming in for one of the pieces so he can hear what he wants to do for that piece. So that'll be interesting. My God, it's not 20 on this road. Everybody thinks it is. It is 30 miles an hour for this road. There used to be a sign. It got taken out. 30 miles an hour, y'all. So from there, so that's tomorrow, doing some sound level things during the day. Wednesday, I have a show. I think it's guitar orchestra that I'm helping out with. Go. Then I have, so that'll be tomorrow night. Oh, sorry, that'll be Wednesday night. Thursday, I have projection set up and test during the day. Then I have technical rehearsal at night. Friday, technical rehearsal at night, while simultaneously checking on another show in the space. Saturday, 12 to 6. By the way, technical rehearsals go from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. So yippee on that. Saturday, 12 to 6 for technical rehearsal. And then I actually have to run a show that night, so that'll go from 6 until 10 p.m. Why did I come this way? Oh, I'm going to Brattleboro. Glad my brain's on autopilot. Because I would have been heading right to work because I'm busy talking to you guys. Let's see, what else? So that's Saturday. I have Sunday off, believe it or not. And what's neat about that is we are going to the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. Without animals now, but I'm very excited to see what it is now. A friend of mine that I went to school with is actually working as the head rigger on the show. So I'm super excited to be able to pop in there and see that show and have a little bit of a break. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I've got a couple things during the day, but mostly technical rehearsals 6 to midnight. Their show opens up on Thursday, where I think I have one thing on Thursday that I've got to do. At 2, I think I'm running one of their panels. Then I might have Friday off. Then on Saturday, I have an opera that I've got to go work. And Sunday is strike for TAD. Then we go into concert band, orchestra, jazz band over the next 2 weeks. Then, guess what? It's time to go to Dover, which is insane. It's insane that it's already almost here. Very excited, but also insane. I need the weather to cooperate a little bit more because I still have to, build my house that's right off in that direction. Also, so it says that this week we could get up to 2 feet of snow. So that could throw a wrench into everything as well. So that's what I know. That's what we're doing. Let us head out now. Well, we're already heading out. Let's head out even further to my dentist appointment. All right, done with work for the day. Okay, so finished up at my dentist. I didn't record it because I was in so much pain and very numb. But that was like the worst experience that I've had at the dentist. And I go like 4 times a year for cleanings, and I've always gotten fillings filled right away. So it's not like I'm afraid of the dentist or, oh, you know, it's always a bad time. Actually, I usually have a fine time. I don't care. I'm paying them to take care of my teeth. Like, but you know, so I get in there quickly, right away. I get in, and I was like, that's cool. Waited for about 5 minutes or so for them to come over, you know, once I was in the chair, which was fine, a reasonable amount of time. And then she's like, I'm gonna give you some numbing agent before I go in with the needle. It's gonna, you know, surface numb things up so that, you know, they can get the needle in and numb the rest of my face. So I had 3, top right, bottom right, and bottom left. And so she's got 3 spots where she needs to do this, but she's using the same swab. I can feel the top and the bottom going numb on the right side. I don't feel it on the left side. So instantly I'm sitting there going, okay. So she comes over with the needle and she does my right side, and I'm still waiting for this thing to kick in. And eventually I'm like, hey, just so you know, I can't feel that at all, you know, numbing my face. So she gave me some more, came back like 5-6 minutes later and put it in and numbed me. And she was like, okay, we'll be back in a bit. 30 minutes later, I had to actually ask somebody. I was like, so is the doctor gonna come back? I'm not usually rude. I don't want to rush people, but at this point, I've almost been there already an hour. And, you know, I know numbing can last a long time, but for me, it needs to be quick, or I'm gonna start feeling things that I wouldn't normally feel. And like, I just know this from experience. So, she finally comes back, and we're working on my teeth, and the lower one on the right side is painful. Like, I can feel it. It's more of the chill on the nerves than anything, and I'm like, you know, this and this, and she's like, okay, I'll just go a little bit slower. She didn't want to give me any more pain meds. So she had done that, and she finished off the sides, and it took a little while, which is fine. I don't want to ever rush anybody's work if they're trying to fix something of mine. And she's like, you know, just double check, how do they feel? And she's starting to get me up, like I'm gonna go. And I feel on my right side, all of, like, you know, let's call it cement, for lack of a better word, that they put in for my filling had come out of my tooth, and it was on the side of my tooth. I could feel it. I could feel it all just sitting there. And I was just like, I can feel this, and it's like, it's sharp. It's definitely hanging over my tooth. It's gonna cut my tongue. Like, I can't talk properly with it. She went back in and worked on it and got it better. But I can feel around where my fillings are, and she's the same one who did my last one like 2 years ago that I wasn't happy with. It's just, they feel drastically different right now. And I know eventually, you know, they'll wear down so they start feeling normal, but they feel kind of like cob jobs than like somebody who took their time to take the work. And she did. I was there for 1 hour and 45 minutes. So that kind of sucked. But enough about the dentist. I'm sore. Cavities are filled, I guess. Went to work, tried to fix a flickering issue, seemed to have fixed that. Then had to get sound set up for their light levels tonight, and then this and that. So I think I'm good. It's about 4:13 now. I get to go home, try to have dinner with my wife before she has to go off to work, and then I'm gonna race tonight. So I think that's gonna be a pretty good night, if you ask me. I hope you guys are having a better Monday than I am. Happy April Fool's Day, by the way. I wish any of this was a joke, but it's not. Good morning to your Wednesday, everybody. I know it's afternoon Wednesday for you, but it is a Wednesday morning for me. I don't think I even get a chance to film anything yesterday. It was a hectic day of trying to get sound set up and just kind of battling some illness, and the illness has caught up to us today. You might be able to hear it in my voice, but I think I'm catching the flu, which going into a tech week is the worst possible thing that could ever happen. So today I've got to go in for a 10 a.m. meeting to talk with the sound designer, which I have no idea why I'm doing that, seeing as I already have the sound. I don't know what he thinks he's going to be able to do. So we'll just leave it at that. We'll see kind of what he wants to do, and we'll kind of go from there. Then I'll probably grab myself some food, go home, and just rest. Between my jaw hurting, nasal hurting, throat hurting, head pounding, body weak, mom spaghetti, all that stuff, you know, I feel like crap today. So I'm hoping to make it like a swift, you know, pull off the band-aid kind of day. Now, we do have this storm that's coming in. You kind of can actually see it up there. It is anywhere between rain for the next day and a half to 14 inches of snow. So, fuck that. As we are in April now, officially, in April 3rd. So, I'm gonna see what kind of havoc that is going to bring. Especially since I have to make sure I get to work tomorrow for 11, I believe, for a projection test, or maybe even earlier. I don't know, but I'm feeling like crap. Also, Monadnock Speedway there to our left. I've got some neat stuff that could be coming in regards to Monadnock Speedway. I might be able to talk a little bit about that on Friday. I've got to see what kind of agreement and what I can talk about. But yeah, super excited about that possibility of being able to talk about this exciting thing, maybe possibly. But we're gonna head off to work now. I hope you guys are having a good day, and let's see what we can get into. Okay, so different soundboards over here. Trip trap instead of there, because we have the band all throughout there. We couldn't actually have the soundboard here due to fire code, so they're over there now. There's just a bunch of cables to run, but it's there, it's good, it's spicy. Now I gotta finish up a couple more small things, and then I've gotta go because I am not feeling good and I don't want to keep making it worse. Well, welcome back to snow, and yes, I'm still sick. Yippee. Making sure that that cable's out of the way enough. But sick, still snowing, about 4 inches of snow. I'm gonna run off to work now, do a couple things so that they're ready for their technical rehearsal tonight, which I don't feel like they should still be having with the weather, but they never cared about anybody else. So, yay. But off we go to work. There's the bug. Let's try to have a good day. Happy Friday, everybody. Hi, Amy. And the Hades. Hi, Hades. All right, it is Friday. I am still sick. Not as bad, but still pretty sick. But I'm gonna go, it's about 8:30 in the morning right now. I'm gonna go to work, do some designing on projection, because that all turned to shit because theater and dance didn't test anything ahead of time. And I guess they expected me to, when it's not my job to do so. Communication helps. And then I've got a meeting at noon, which I don't know if I can talk about yet, but we'll see afterwards if I can talk about it, and some new stuff, cool stuff that's coming in the future. So let's head off to work, and we're working until about midnight tonight, so it's gonna be a long day. Let's go. All right, I am back home for a little while. We did some projection work earlier this morning, and then I went to a meeting. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to talk about this meeting, but I feel like I can, because nothing's set in stone yet, and I haven't signed any NDAs. So by the time this comes out, we should know anyway. But I just came from Monadnock Speedway. Monadnock Speedway, which is being leased out by JDV Productions this year, has reached out to AMT Productions, which is Alex's company that I do like the operas and the side work for, to live stream the 2 ladder Wheel Modified races and the JDV Open Modified race as well. So we went to the track, kind of look what would be needed, and Alex is going to put together some quotes, and if they get it, I get to lead this, because I know racing, I know Monadnock, and I got to tell you, if we get to do this, I know I'm going to be paid for this, but I am so
excited about the possibility of doing this. It's like a dream come true. Somebody who loves to go to the races, loves to film them anyways, to be able to be there and curate the actual race, dream come true. So I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna rest, try to get a little bit better before heading back to work this evening.
Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday. So yesterday we just had work, so it's nothing super special. It was just tech all day for evening of dance. Showed you guys a little bit what I saw on the cameras of where I was just kind of hanging out to do my small part to make this show happen, which is a much bigger part than I want it to be, because they should be able to do this by themselves. But that is now behind us. It is Sunday, and Sunday means Circus Day. That is right, we are heading down to the Barnum Bailey show down in Boston. Very excited to see this show. I saw Barnum Bailey years ago, back when it was still, you know, with Ringling and with, you know, all the animals and everything, and I loved that. I have my own opinions on circus animal acts and being treated well by a good company and people not getting facts and screwing that all up. So I've got my own opinions on that, but I'm very excited to see this show. It definitely feels like they're trying to compete with Cirque, which I have not been able to see yet. That is also on my list, but we've been invited by an old classmate of mine from college. He's working on the show with his girlfriend or fiance. I can't remember where they stand at this point. They're both working on the show, so he invited us to come out and see it. So I'm actually excited for that, getting a little bit of an in for that. It's kind of the same thing as when we did Jurassic World. So yeah, should be a good one. And now at 8:30 in the morning, we gotta drive down to Boston. Yay! Oh, and I'm still sick. You can hear it in my voice. So let's go.